I'm going to show you how to download and install Android Studio on Windows 10. The same process obviously can be used in any Windows version. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the browser. In this case, I'm using Chrome. You can use any browser you want. I'm going to go ahead and say Android or download Android Studio. You can see I've been looking for that. Click enter. And we want to go to the developer.android.com. So click on the first one. And there we go. It takes us to this page here. And as of this recording, the Android Studio version is 2.3.3. So we're gonna go ahead and click here. Of course, we need to accept a few terms and conditions here. And once you do that, you will have this download enable. Click on that. And it will take a few seconds here to do all its work. Okay. All right, so now that our Android Studio, that executable file is downloaded, let's do a double click. It's gonna go ahead and open our installation files. And I'm gonna minimize this. You can see here, it's verifying installer. And pretty soon we should have a little pop-up window here. And there we go. And it's asking if we want to allow this app to make changes to our device. We're gonna say yes. Okay, so now we're going to start our installation process here. Let's go ahead and just follow the wizard. Say next. Okay, this is good. I'm going to say next. And of course, we have to agree to certain license agreements here. So I agree. And this will be the place where our Android Studio will be installed. We can go ahead and if you want to change where you want it to install, you can do so. But if not, just leave it as it is. Say next. And we're going to go ahead and install. Okay, now all of these files are being installed on our machine. It may take a few seconds. All right, so now is all completed. So I'm going to go ahead and say next. And we should now go ahead and start Android Studio. Say finish. Android Studio is now starting up. And there we go. Because I already had Android Studio installed on this machine, that's the reason why it went straight and got all of the settings from previous installations. Since it's going to be the first time, you won't be able to see a fully done project such as this. In your case, just follow the wizard to complete your installation and everything, okay? So the Android Studio is now indexing everything. And next thing it will ask you is to find the path to where we can find the Android Studio SDK. Now, because I don't have enough space here, what's going to happen is it has been giving me a lot of issues downloading the SDK. So let's go back again. I removed a few things. Let's go back again to SDK Manager here. I'm going to go and click on a few of these up to 5.1. I'm going to say OK. Okay, let's accept. I think this is going to work this time. And click OK. So it's downloading all of our Android SDKs. May take a few seconds. All right, so after a few moments, this is finished. So we're gonna go ahead and say finish. Let's go ahead and say try again. Let's go ahead and say allow access. And now we have this problem here which says install build tools 2503. Okay, so let's go and click on that. And again, you may not run into this problem here because everything should have been installed automatically, but because it didn't have enough space, it did not install. So you probably won't even have to go through this, but I'm doing it anyway just in case. Say okay, and it's gonna resolve dependencies of our issue here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and install these latest SDK tools here. I think that should solve all the problems. Okay, so let's go ahead and say finish. It's now resolving all other dependencies, as you can see here at the bottom. Alright, so once you have everything downloaded and updated, you shouldn't have any error, so this means we are ready to go. Now, the first thing we can do here, we can see this green button, play button, just click on that. Since this is the first time, we won't have any emulators, okay? So we need to create a device. If you have an Android device, I suggest you connect it to your machine, because that way it will allow you to test those apps on device. But if not, that's fine. Let's go ahead and create a new virtual device. So click here. We're going to go ahead and use the Nexus 5. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say next. Now, the problem here that we have is that because I'm on my Windows machine here, but this machine is actually a virtual machine, if I'm having this Android emulator incompatible, this will prevent you from creating an emulator. So I clicked the turn off Hyper-V, so this is what happened. So it says, unfortunately, you cannot have Hyper-V running and use the emulator. Here's what you can do. So we'll have to start a command prompt as an administrator, run the following command. So this command here, and then hit enter, and then you reboot your machine. So this is something you can do on your own, and it's very easy to do. If you don't run into this issue, then congratulations, you're okay. Otherwise, just follow these instructions here and you should be good. Okay, again, I apologize, we weren't able to go further here, but you can actually do that yourself very easily and things should work properly. Okay, so I want to be able to finalize here, but at least we have our Android Studio installed and ready to go. Okay, perfect. So I'll see you in the next video.